name is StrifeAndHarmony, and today we're going to be playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Now, a few things to note. If you are a regular on my channel, which, one, thank you. You are like one of maybe 5 people at this point in time, at the time of this recording. I love you and appreciate you. 2, you may have noticed that I have played another game, Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Now, one of the major problems with that game I've discovered is the amount of times the audio recording would just break in between sessions. And I don't even mean like different days of recording. I mean the same day of recording. I mean, I hit the stop recording button before the file got too large, because I like to do it in chunks. Hit it again, and it's broken. Even though it was working absolutely fine for an entire hour beforehand. This happened to me about 3 different times of recording. So, in a fit of frustrated rage, I kind of deleted the first 2 videos that had actually released, and I kind of regret it now, but at the same time, I really was not for that game whatsoever. I really did not like Mandus as a character. I kind of felt like no matter what situation it could have possibly been, Daniel, in this game, as we will discover, at least had a reason for falling to evil as he did. All of the backstory of Mandus how do I explain it without spoiling it? It's an old game, I don't care. Before he discovered the orb, he was already a right fucking bastard and an actual prick of a man. Like, he watched his wife, who at the time was just an acquaintance, bathe in these, like, hallways meant just to spy on guests and family. And it's like, well, I genuinely just do not agree with you on principle. I would rather see the world end than you redeemed. I'm not gonna lie, that is a very not great place to be, personally. That's a level of petty. But I am a petty bitch, and I did not like Mandus. Would I make the same decision in real life? Probably not. But, I decided to kill that series, take a break from recording for a little bit, just because of how frustrating it was. And as I've been explaining this whole thing, I'm staring at OBS, and I'm staring at the recording for the audio track. And yeah, it's going off. It's going off right now. No problems. First try. Didn't even think about it. Which also kind of probably didn't help A Machine for Pigs, where I was getting frustrated from the back end of making those videos, on top of just hating Mandus. We're gonna play normal. I'm gonna let him talk for a bit.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry.
Oh, I didn't.
My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
right. A memento has been added to the journal. I forgot I could just pick up random shit in this game. Alright, so if I recall, we pick up the tinder boxes. Oh man, I'm gonna have way too much fun just throwing shit for no reason. So if I recall, we pick up the tindy boxes. And we can, light up all the candles. Not all of them, a few of them. I forget if candles help restore sanity or... You know, that's a lot of blood. I just remember the pink shit. Alright. I also... Ah! Well, that yelled at me, so we're not... Ooh, a tindy box. I like how this game on my one monitor feels super hazy. But if I look at it from on my left monitor, it looks as it did the first time I played it. That might be a sign that I need to clean my monitors. Ooh, a tindy box. Or a sign that I'm playing this on the wrong monitor. One of the two, really. There's not a whole lot to say right now, because we haven't discovered anything. Did they update this? I don't remember footsteps like that. Oh, we fell. Part of me really wants to kidnap a friend of mine because years ago, actual years ago, like, a long ass time ago, we recorded this game and wanted to put it up on YouTube, but we were fucking around so much we barely got any progress. Alright, I don't have a lamp, so I don't want to go through there just yet. Oh, right, I have lean technology. When standing in darkness, your sanity fucks up. Yeah. So we slam that close. I kind of want to kidnap them and like have them watch and commentate with me. I also haven't really done that with recordings, though. It would be, I think it would be a fun test and a great homage to, some things. Is there anything back here? The old archives. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London, something something, because I fucked up on Berkeley and I got weed touch distracted. I forgot there were things to read in the loading screens. So already this game has gone like above and beyond to make things spooky. And I really enjoy the atmosphere of this. I should say at this point, another good reason why I really wanted to record this after A Machine for Pigs is because I looked back at all the videos I've made over the course of, like, I want to say the last 4 years, maybe. I haven't actually released this one. I made a video series for Amnesia Rebirth. But book. Aw. But I've never made. But I played this on stream. But I've never actually like released it, which I think is a crime. I think I also did the same thing with Little Nightmares. Oh, that one I definitely need, like, a buddy for. Oh, it was this room me and my friend were fucking around in nonstop. I think we were trying to burn up these boxes. Double click on the oil item. Okay. Wow, we lose a lot of oil real fast.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Yay, murder! Is there anything else in here before we skedaddle? No, evidently not. Whoopsie daisy. Other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Alright. And then we discover this. It's tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. Notes. Diaries. No diaries. Mementos. So we have to figure out how to dissolve it, or we can just leave. And by leave, I mean... get told no. So I think this is our first, like, hub area, in a manner of speaking. Pretty sure we came from that direction. So we have to go both up and that away. So we're gonna head down here first. Locked and needs a key. What about the laboratory? Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of family. I am going to hit that, though. Oh, that's not a box. That's a box. Oil. The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. So we need to go to the wine cellar. Ah!
There should be more coop racks. Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Early alchemy experiment. This is my third attempt to produce an artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia. Man, I can't speak English today. Holy shit. I fucked up every single other word. Let's go! This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aqua fortis, in hopes it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, highly acidic, I think, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Ooh, and we get this thingy. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. I don't know, buddy. Doing horrible things in the name of love sounds awfully, human of you. Sometimes Daniel will shake. And it's quite funny. Man, I do not like the screams. A fragment taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones in the consulate in Constantinople. Won't budge. Archives. There's a lot of rooms here that are just boarded up. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in the stomach. Hazel remained hidden. In fear, too, she too would be punished.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Do. Oh, Professor Herbert. Hubert Herbert. Hey, what's this? What an abusive man who hates Daniel and his crew. I'm making this judgment on the pink parasol that he made Daniel use. Catalogs. Nope, nope, no. Nope, nothing. What about in here? Not quite a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to commentate on, I think, because nothing's wholly happening. Like, there's some spooky stuff that we hear off in the distance, but, you know.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today,
probably.
I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
He was trapped. See, I think the other problem is if I can't commentate too much right now on the diary entries because I know what the diary entries are. I know what the third one says. I'm just mostly looking through shit to fill space, to be honest. Also, because I need more resources. You see that? 12? 12 isn't enough! That's not enough. Actually, we could probably fill that a little bit. Thank you. That probably was the wrong thing to do. Old tomes. I think this is just a little place for resources. Aces. Yeah, no, I do like the characterization here of Daniel just being like, yeah, no, I know my shit. I know what 4th century, architecture looks like in this region of the world. I wonder if I can break the windows. That's probably not a thought I should be having, but you know. Nope. I tried. Can I light the... Oh, there's nothing there. My favorite part about this place is how decrepit it is, but in ways that are almost artistic. Can I light that? Yes, I can. I don't quite have a need to, though. I can light that. I like how the tutorial keeps popping up. We're gonna have a nice light here as a sort of like... whatchamacallit? Point of reference. Aha! Open. I feel so rewarded for my loot goblining. No. No, Mr. Ghost, we are not going to be playing the piano in this spooky manner. Oop. We're gonna light that while I freak out.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Excuse me, pardon me, I'm trying to leave. No. I can rewrite history. We can solve so much by not touching the orb. No. Okay, fine. Oh, it's so mad at me for stepping out of the circle here. So my favorite part about this is knowing what I do.
Waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
What I do enjoy about this, as I was saying, Daniel, is knowing what I do about the orbs. The fact that whatever it is likes Daniel enough to not outright fuck with him is quite interesting.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oh, the ghost is back anyway. How wonderful. Whoop.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
So we're gonna have these like that. Also, hold on, just give me. Local folklore. Altstadt in Brennenburg Castle, 1801. I fucked up that word so badly. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt. Altstadt. I'm just going to say Altstadt from now on. Deep within the East Prussian woods, for centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. I'm really upset that it's Castle Brennenburg, not Brennenburg Castle here. Anyway, the quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be. Man, don't let anyone tell you cold reads are terrible when you have congestion up the ass. Albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt in the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in the many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron! Ooh, this is Alexander von Brennenburg. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Why am I doing this voice? Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. I need... I have 13 of those, so I'm just going to light up this area so it's easier to see. Perfect. Look how nice this room actually is with all the lights on. Right? Like this room went from dark and creepy to, oh my god, this looks like some place I would actually want to hang out in. I think this one as well, and then this one. Regarding the closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. I think if we go back over here... Yeah, okay. If we don't look at it, it can't hurt us. The sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wind gently sweep across his face and his dry, crusted lips. Run, 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 run! Ow! Bastard! Alright, so now we head down to the cellar. I wonder, if I jump, can I, like, light that? No. The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Alright, we're gonna... more oil. I remembered the door. I didn't remember the other thing that happened. Cool. Aces. So we have 8 right now. Ugh. Oh look, blood. Come here. Come on. There's nothing over there. There might be like a tinder box or something. I don't feel like moving all of that. Okay. So we have 2 items.
feels like my chest is going to burst.
My God! Wilhelm, do something!
Accept it. We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
All right. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to Castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what this supposed Knight of the Order could want from me, and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid, and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past, and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim, and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with the decision, but it came swiftly, and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100. None of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine, and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel the insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... So we have 3 of the 4 ingredients. Wilhelm is an interesting early case of how Brennenburg manipulates people, by the way. Where he promises them something, only to cast them aside as soon as it's inconvenient. Think I need to go this way? I'm gonna light this and check back here. Now, I'm pretty sure that one was just an illusion. I'm not gonna use the... Oh, my sanity has actually gone to crystal clear. Neat. Alright, if I remember, we're going... The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, you thought. Or perhaps too few. Run, 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 run. See, I feel like having it there is a bit much, considering I need to go into here. He sat down by the Kasbah wall, gasping for air. Sweat poured from his forehead, and I failed to read that properly. Ow. Next health stay, I'll change it. That's fine. There we go. Aces. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of... Man, I wish I... Okay, go, 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 go. Hey, remember that shadow that was supposedly following us? Yeah, so it's a piece of shit. And really likes to make us hurry along. While also blocking the way forward to doing anything. It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. Alright, and before we continue on, that's all the time we have left for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. I wish you all the best of luck. Don't die, make good choices, and remember, just say no to the Torment Nexus. You'll understand why later in the series. Bye now! Bye! Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe.